Michael, this is an interesting, man. A new look at The Wolf Among Us 2 shared from Telltale's anniversary. That's right. Hannah Atkins over at comicbook.com. The Wolf Among Us 2 has been in development since 2017. And while the game has been set for a 2023 release, at some point, fans are still patiently waiting for a release date confirmation. It's now 2024. So that's how that went down. Unfortunately, official updates for the game have been few and far between lately. I don't really say that the other way around. I think it's far and few between. But either way, few and far, same thing. It's tomato. You know what I mean, Michael?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It works either way.
Right? The last trailer was unveiled in 2022, and since the Wolf Among Us fans have been waiting for anything substantial to indicate the game's development is moving along, earlier this year an update did come in the form of a few screenshots from the game shared, and now the developers at Telltale, who are crafting the game, have provided some additional images. While screenshots can hardly be considered a major update by most people's standards, it's nice to see that the Wolf Among Us 2 is still in development. I'm excited regardless. I think The Wolf Among Us was a fantastic game. It's just been at a different time because Telltale was there. They're at their peak and then they shut down, Michael, and now they're back again, right? So it's been a roller coaster to say the least over at Telltale. We'll see how it continues. The two new images shared come from the official Telltale Games X, formerly Twitter account, in celebration of the studio's anniversary. Quote, "Today's a big day for us," end quote. The post begins, quote, "It marks the anniversary of the OG Telltale's founding. We wouldn't be back without you. So thanks, and enjoy some new The Wolf Among Us 2 screenshots to start your weekend right," end quote. Michael, where are you at with this?
Hesitantly exciting is maybe the right word, because
Right?
we're in 2024. We're, as you said, a year behind, and we now have 4 screenshots, so I'm pumped, but at this rate, we're maybe looking at 2025 or 6 or 7, maybe, so. But I'm pumped if it comes out.
Absolutely. I'd be surprised if it comes out. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets canceled, right? I think at the end of the day, Telltale's had a roller coaster of a development cycle, of a studio cycle, and it's come back around. I'm like, hey, I'm hoping for all the best. I'd love to get into another experience of The Wolf Among Us. I thought it was fantastic, the original. So if we can get the sequel, and I'm down. I'm definitely down. I know Scott from the team is also pretty excited for this one. But it's just kind of, man, can they pull it off, right? We were such a high with The Walking Dead from Telltale at the time. Everybody came off loving that game. Thought it was absolutely incredible, myself included, to the point where it actually made people cry in the first one. If anybody played that, go back and play it. It's such a heartfelt moment in one particular spot, and it's just like, oh man, it's just shot in the gut, right? It's like, oh, didn't see that coming. This is where we're at now, and then moves on. But they've always had such a unique way of telling the story. How does that line up now in 2024? I think is the same question, right? Can they still kick in with that formula, and will it resonate with fans? What do you think, Michael?
You mentioned The Walking Dead from Telltale, because I'm with you. That game was electric. It's the reason anytime I think Telltale games get news like this, we're excited. And so I think if they hit that Walking Dead high, I think this game's going to be electric. But also, if they don't hit that high, everyone's going to say, man, remember when Telltale used to be great? Remember when those games were great? So they set a very high bar, and I'm hoping they hit it. But I'm also kind of what you said. You know, I don't want to say the quiet part out loud, but I don't know if we ever actually see this game.